guys, welcome to Mish Guitar. I'm Dan. Today I want to teach you about the harmonic minor mode, or the harmonic minor scale. This is the scale that gives you that Spanish flavor. Now, all you really need is two chords to get that Spanish feel, that kind of old Western Spanish vibe, and it's an A minor and an E major. And I'm playing in 6/8, which means I'm counting 6 beats per measure that are 6/8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a fairly common time signature for this style of music, but it can be in any time signature. What makes it sound Spanish is actually the G sharp, right there, which makes the E minor turn into an E major. So if we play the A minor scale that we're familiar with, which is also known as the Aeolian mode, that's the standard A minor scale. To make it the harmonic minor, we're going to change the G note to a G sharp. It's going to sound like this. We're focused on the left-hand technique here. Spanish guitar is often known for its flamenco technique, the right-hand technique, which involves all kinds of different strumming techniques. However, we're only focused on the left hand in this lesson today because we want to learn how to play the harmonic minor mode. I'm going to teach you how to play it in 3 different positions. We just learned it in the A minor standard position, I would call it. But I also want to teach you how to play it in the open position, as well as in a position that's further up the neck, so you can kind of get coverage of the whole entire neck to play the harmonic minor. So when you're improvising, you'll have a lot of places to go. So I will also teach you in the C position, and again, it's just like the C major scale, except everywhere there's a G, you're going to turn it into a G sharp. So you stretch with the pinky there. So that now covers from frets open to 5, from 5 to 8, and now with learning it in this C position, covered from 8 to 12. And all of these positions obviously get doubled if you're playing on a cutaway guitar or an electric that has 24 frets and you can go all the way up to the 24th fret. Obviously you can duplicate everything you're learning here. It repeats the same patterns, 12 frets up. Let's first go over the open position. Starting on the low E string, we have now we could end on the high E, or we could extend it all the way up. That way when we're soloing, we have a little bit more to work with. Again, it is. Here's the 5th fret position. And again up here on the C position, starting in the 8th fret, we have there's lots of different ways you can practice soloing. I recommend using something like a looper. It can be a basic 1-channel looper, or you can record in a DAW. All you really want to record is transition back and forth from A minor to E major, and I will record a new one on the looper here. There's no particular technique to how I'm strumming here. It's just I'm letting my fingers drag across the strings, and my thumb, the back of my thumbnail drags back up. Now, if you want to get into a little bit of flamenco style, there's a technique called Repicco, where you strum down with the middle finger, down with the thumb, up with the thumb, up with the middle finger. And if you see people play this fast, it looks like they're barely moving their hand at all. They're just rotating their wrist. But I found that learning this technique, I had to exaggerate each stroke because it felt very awkward at first. Start very slowly, downstroking with the middle finger, downstroking with the thumb, upstroking middle finger, and repeat. Eventually it will start to sound rhythmic. In the beginning, it will probably sound very clunky. I like to practice just muting the strings to make sure I'm playing it evenly. But you could start applying that to chords such as the A minor and the E major. So that is a fun technique to practice on its own. This lesson is not about the right hand technique. I just wanted to give you that one to practice in case you want to get introduced a little bit to flamenco style strumming. Certainly not a lesson on Pima technique. I do have another video on that if you want to check it out. And I do plan to do a more extensive video on the right hand techniques of flamenco in classical guitar. I'm going to create another loop here. I'm going to start by soloing in the open position. Then I'm going to solo in the 5th fret position. And then I'm going to solo up in the C position, just to get an idea of how you might practice this. I'll start by doing some very basic stuff. You really don't have to do anything fancy, just follow the notes within this scale. You can alternate between the traditional A minor if you want and the harmonic minor, including the G sharp note, or you could stay within the harmonic minor for the whole thing. Experiment with that, and you can also throw in, I've noticed that playing the minor pentatonic scale also sounds quite good when you're playing the A minor and E major back and forth. And the minor pentatonic scale goes like this. Which is a foundation of blues soloing. But let's go ahead and record another loop. I'm going to do this time a fingerstyle loop in the Travis picking style. I do have videos on Travis picking if you're not familiar with that technique, but let's try a very basic Travis picking technique alternating between A minor and E major. Let's go. My advice would be to practice these scale shapes to a metronome. Make sure that you can play them evenly. Another useful tip is to play up one scale shape and play down the other. That way you're familiar with how to transition between the 3 shapes. Also, don't be afraid to just on any string of the scale slide up to the next shape or slide down to the shape. This will give you a lot more options when it comes to improvising. I hope you guys have found this lesson helpful. If you did, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps out my channel. And as usual, I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.